Okay, Line for Lions. What a great tune by Gerry Mulligan. And this song was recommended to me by a great guitar player living in Brooklyn. His name is Ben Wood. You should definitely check him out. Awesome cat, great player. And we did a live stream together. And he said, hey, you ever play Line for Lions? And I was like, no, I love Gerry Mulligan, but I've never done this song. So I did I came up with an arrangement for it, a head arrangement that I'll share with you now. So the song is in the key of G. And let's go over the chord changes first. It's such a bebop song. I know that Gerry Mulligan was a West Coast guy, but he definitely had the bebop chord changes happening. So this song is in the key of G, and it starts with a G chord for bar. And then immediately goes to the 4-chord minor, C minor to F7. Then he does a 3, B minor, 6, a dominant 6, which is an E9, A minor, D9. Then back to G, then to E7, A minor, D7, back to B, E, A, D. So you can see that this has a lot of 1-6-2-5, 3-6-2-5. Yeah, so that's the A section. And then, of course, that repeats again. Now, the second ending, we have to get to the key of the 4 chord. So the second ending would be now we 2-5 into C. So we 2-5 by going D minor 7, G7. Then we go to C. And then instead of going to C minor, or what you would usually do, he goes to C sharp minor, to F9, F sharp 9, sorry, to, now we go to the 3, to the 6, then flat 9, to the 2, to the 5, flat 9, 3, 6, 2, 5, then back to the last A section. C minor F, B E, A minor D7. So it's a whole lot of, 1 6 2 5, 3 6 2 5. And the trick chords are that C minor 7 to F, which is beautiful. And then going to the bridge, typical, setting up the 4 chord, but instead of the 4 chord going minor, you're doing a gigantic 2-5, starting a tritone away from the root on C sharp, F sharp, and keep going. Pretty cool. So there's the chords. Like I said, super bebop, super 1 6 2 5. Now let's take a look at the melody. Now the melody starts with a straight up arpeggio. But I never feel comfortable grabbing this, and I don't want it to sound like, so I went for this. So it's a G arpeggio, but I'm not playing it, like 4 notes in a row. So I'm doing G down here on the 4th string, B on the same string, then D on the 3rd string, G on the 2nd string. And then it goes to the flat 7, which is F. And then the D comes up. And what's happening here, that's over my C minor. So I kind of sound a C minor major 7, thinking that it's going, but I don't get the first one because I'm playing that note first. Then the melody, but I harmonize it underneath, getting this 2 5 2 5 or 3 6 2 5 sound. So kind of spelling the harmony there, and then the melody. Again, the 3 6 and the 2 5. Although you could really think of this as a 2, like a minor 11 or a sus to the D. Walking up to the C, and he does a chromatic approach there. So this is all G scale, but there is a D sharp to the E, the C sharp half diminished, and then I do F sharp, not flat 9, my B minor 7, my E7, flat 9, my A minor 7, my D, flat 9, 3 chord, 5 chord, back to the last A section. last time, I tag it at the very end of the song. Oh, sorry. And then a classic gypsy ending. So here's just a G major scale, then a half step up, A flat, back to G, and the harmonics at the 5th fret. Two things I want to show you on the solo, I guess. Yeah, two. There's lots of other stuff in there that you can noodle around with and figure out. But two cool things, I guess, typical gypsy things, are the run up in the break, right? So it'll be break. So here I'm doing a diminished arpeggio, but I found that a lot of times the gypsies will start like it's going to be I think of it as a D7 flat 9. I mean, I guess it's a E flat diminished arpeggio, but I always think of this over D7, so in my mind I see D7. So here is the major 7, the root, the flat 9, the 3rd, the 5th, the flat 7, the flat 9, the 3rd, the 5th, and the root. And that's how I start it. Throughout the solo, I'm really emphasizing, especially that C minor, getting that sound, playing on the E7, and on and on. And I think I did one of those, Charlie Parker, where he's going 3, and then subbing the 5 with a tritone triad. The 2 chords, subbing the 5. So that's another common thing. But it's the turnaround. This is a turnaround that I stole from Borelli-Legren. So the turnaround would be now there on the last bar. Borelli-Legren does this thing. We're in the key of G, and he does what I look at as an E flat arpeggio over the D. So you could think of this, I mean, you could also look at it as some kind of A flat, a half step above the root, but in my mind it looks like some kind of E flat 7. I see the sharp 9, the root, the 3rd, the 13th, the 5th, the 3rd, the root, the flat 7, and then you come in to your G chord. Pretty cool. So there's a couple of things from the solo for you to think about. But, I encourage you to come up with your own stuff. I mean, you can certainly transcribe the stuff that I did. I'm sure, like no matter how many takes of this I would do, for the video, I'd play something different every time. And I encourage you to do that too. And I think that's it. So this was a fun song. And if you like this and you would like to get a chart that's written out in manuscript and tab and a jam track, please consider joining Doug's Music World, my brand new subscription service that you can find on my website. Just go to my website and click on the subscription page. There's 3 different tiers, and each tier offers obviously more rewards or incentives. The 3rd tier is the most expensive, but actually the best value, because in the 3rd tier, part of the incentives is you get a free lesson every month with me, and it's pretty cool. It's a big bang for the money. So I hope you'll consider that and join in and become part of Doug's Music World, my music world. All right, that's it. Until next time, peace.